Welcome to the Pixelberry Choices podcast. We're going to be talking about Laws of Attraction, Chapter 11, Reasonable Doubt. In this chapter, we see, as of the last chapter, we get some details and secrets out of Marcus, and also sort of Martin gives us a strategy of basically winning sympathy from the jury and sort of on the defensive front. Now we see Sadie and Gabe, they're going along or tagging along this plan, and that's basically dragging the murder victim Aliana through the muds, because in public eye they're so mad at Marcus at this point because they think Aliana was the perfect girl and Marcus and he was in a relationship, though they didn't know that their relationship was for the camera, for the publicity or something that they planned, and they had a publicist for that. But what's more important here is that Gabe and Sadie, they want to frame Aliana's relationship with one of her exes so that she would be seen as someone who is not so perfect as people are thinking. So that would sort of save Marcus's ass. And this is a strategy that is really evil. And the first part, really, we totally dwell on it. We go back and forth with Gabe and everyone. We are not sort of on board with this. Bo is he's also having problem with this, but Martin is so on board with this. Even he is not really afraid to use Aliana's name, or someone exposed her nude photos, back in the days, even using that. So basically playing dirty, but all four of us, and even Gabe deep down knows that this is not right. Well, we also talk with Gabe, and we get a diamond scene. We can get it's the second time we kiss Gabe, I think, in this book, in this diamond scene. I hope so. I don't know. So basically, also we learn about Gabe's past as a public defender. His last case, when a 19-year-old boy was almost going to get punished for something he didn't do, because Gabe let his guard down and was looking him, was basically considering him as not a client, but more than that. And that doesn't help much. But we break it down to Gabe that it was not wrong and things can change. And Gabe promises us that if we can find something before the deadline and turn it up to Sadie and Gabe, then they will change the strategy. So the team will go with this strategy they have, but our strategy we can develop, we can investigate. And we start investigating. We call Bella, we call the postmortem report who did this, the doctor, we call him, and some other people, but we don't get much information. Then Ashlyn comes in, and Ashlyn says she also doesn't believe in this BS sort of like a shaming process, like the slut shaming technique, this thing that was developed by Martin and followed by almost all of them, Sadie and Bo. I'm talking about not Bo, Sadie and Gabe. So we need to stand up against it, and we get a diamond scene with Ashlyn. We can go to a dessert shop, I think, and we can have fun there, sandwich, we eat there, and also we do some brainstorming over the case, and we find out that there has to be a footage there anywhere, that because the footages were deleted every day because of someone published an embarrassing footage of Aliana doing hot yoga or something. So after that, Aliana's morning security guard used to see the footage, and if he saw anything, everything was usual, then he would delete the footage. Same thing happened that day, but we know that there is some cloud data there that basically there is a backup of all those videos. We call the guard, we tell him that Aliana was a nice person and Aliana should be avenged. And finally we get the detail out of that, and the guard deleted the picture even though he saw the black SUV and everything, that because he got a call he thought it could be from Aliana's friend or Marcus's friend or someone, that he deleted the photo, the video, the whole clip, thinking that because it was an order from Aliana. He didn't know back then. So, but we convinced him to give us some, copy of that, and we have a major proof. Now we go to Gabe and Sadie. We basically discuss this with Gabe and Sadie says to enlighten her, and we basically present our idea. And even Martin was taken aback by the photo. So they show us a photo of a man wearing a cap around 11:45 entering the house, and it also shows from 10:45. And after that, even at the time of murder, Marcus was in the pool house, never left it, and it is a big thing. And this is definitely going to help us. But can we catch the man? Because if we don't catch the man, then it's now not going anywhere. That's the main thing. So this is really getting interesting here. And this chapter was really fun, brainstorming, convincing the security guy to give us the footage and finding this man, at least proving his existence, that there was a man, at least you know that much. And then we'll see the further what happened that day next and finding this man. We're going to go back to Los Angeles, I think. Your next big break in the case sends you back to Los Angeles. But when the fire gets hot, can you take the heat? So this is going to be pretty interesting there. We will see about that. Let me know in the comment section below, how did you like the recent chapter. See you in the next week with the release of Laws of Attraction chapter 12. But till then, peace out.